Hello everyone, King here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bulldozer, which is part of the Make Toys Green Giant set, but we all know him to be Bonecrusher from the Constructicons. So let's go ahead and take a look at him with his G1 self, and as you can see, it's not an exact representation of the G1, but it's kind of a modernized version. So there's a few similarities here, but still you can look at this guy and tell that he's just kind of a modern or updated version of Bonecrusher here. The other thing is, the top section, which kind of gives it away, and then the tracks, which I actually kind of prefer the black tracks over the green. It kind of breaks them up a little bit whenever he's in robot mode, which we'll show that to you here shortly. The back, not really a whole lot to talk about there. And this side is pretty much the same. So here in the front, they did add nice paint detail all around this guy, just like they've done on all the other figures. But I did add these Decepticon logos, so that one up there. And the one that I used here at this front, I don't know what's called, a shovel or whatever. I don't know a whole lot about these vehicles, but it splits apart, and that's the same thing that Scorch does in his transformation. I had this left over, so that's what I used. But not too bad looking. Does have a little bit of articulation here. You can move this little shovel here at this end, and then you have two independent ball joints here holding it in, which you can move that as well. So there you go. And we'll move him to the side. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. The first thing I'm going to do is pull this section apart, spin these upside down. There we go. And I'll just kind of leave them there for the moment. You're going to come up with the body section here just a little bit, pull these legs apart or the tracks apart, and come down just a little, just like so. Then with this section, I'm going to go ahead and extend this, rotate that back, and flip that up. Then with the legs, before you even touch these things, because you want to get the legs out of the way before you start messing with these, because it's going to make it a lot easier and a little bit better for clearance. You're going to push this leg in, do the same with this one, push that in, then you're going to spin these around. Oh, there we go. Make sure those are pushed in. And with these, you're going to come back with the feet, just like we did with Scavenger, and back with heel spurs. Legs are just exactly the same, which isn't a bad thing. There we go. And then with these sections here, you can just start moving them around. There we go. And that is the hardest part. Now with the arm sections, the one thing that I did want to show you, because I don't want you to put stress marks or break your figure, this little tab that kind of holds these two sections together, well, it's not really a tab, it's just a piece that kind of slots in that section. So whenever you undo it, you want to pull forward with this and push this back so you can pull it up. If you just start pulling, you're going to end up wearing that little part or that hole out to where it's not going to be able to connect in there very well, and you're going to end up not being able to snap your figure together. So just a little hint there. Go ahead and pull his shoulders apart, start folding out the arms, move the ball joint shoulders in place, these around, pull out the hands. There you go, there's first arm. Do the same with this one here. There's that hand. And with his hip, or as you can see, his waist is pushed a little bit forward. I'm going to go ahead and move that and then pull the legs down to where everything's lined up nicely. And then we can push these sections here kind of out of the way. There we go. And with his head, it is just in here, so you kind of have to fish it out a little bit. There we go. It's not too difficult, and that'll snap down. And there you have it, guys. There is Bonecrusher or Bulldozer, whichever you guys prefer to call him. Let me adjust the camera a little bit there. But let's go ahead and go over articulation real quick. It does have 360 degrees here at the head. Can look, oh, there we go. Look down, look up. He has two separate joints here at the shoulder. You have the one that he uses for transformation. You also have the ball joint here, which can go 360 degrees, in and out, stuff like that. It rotates here at the bicep, double jointed elbows, which is really nice. And even though his hand comes from the inside of his forearm, it still is on a ball joint, so very nicely done there. As far as the waist, he does have a little bit of waist articulation, but because of all this little bit of extra kibbly stuff back here. It's not as good as Scavengers, but he does have quite a bit of tilt here at the front, and he can tilt back some as well. There we go. And his legs, they can go front, back, they can go side a little bit. Again, the treads here, they kind of get in the way. He can bend 90 degrees here at the knee, also rotate here at the knee, and rotate here at the foot. And then his toes have posability. They're on a ball joint. So a lot of posability with this guy. Very nice. And which can make for some pretty nice poses. If I can get him in one. What the heck is going on? There we go. And his gun, it's just the opposite end of Scavengers here. Pretty much the same thing. And it plugs in the same way as well. It just plugs here on his arm. And you can just pose them however you want to do it. We'll just leave them like that. That looks fine for now. Can't seem to put them in one that I like, but there we go. Let's go ahead and do a couple of size comparisons. Here is Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime. Almost forgot what his name was. Here he is with Scavenger. Pretty much same transformation, almost identical, except for the little shovel here and his shovel. They're a little bit different there. Here you have Masterpiece Sideswipe, which I know it's not fully in camera, but I'll go ahead and get this guy transformed here. Little G1 guy. It's been a while since I've transformed him. Just muscle memory, these G1s. And there we go. There it is. G1 Bonecrusher, which is, there we go. I don't know. He's old, so it doesn't look like he's gonna hunch over a little bit there. But as you can see, the green it looks kind of bland on him. I mean, the stickers kind of break it up nicely, but with this guy, it looks a lot better. The G1, I rarely say that because I'm such a huge fan of G1, but I do like the way that the black tracks look on this guy, and kind of wish that they were black on him as well. But again, this has been a review over one of our Make Toys Green Giant figures, Bonecrusher or Bulldozer. I hope you guys enjoy this little series, and thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.